Hello, my name is Zainab Al-Hagi, and in this video I'm going to give a brief about Exchange 2016 and Moodle Learning Management System. Then I will show you how to implement Exchange and Moodle. After that, I will show you the feature of both systems and finally an integration between these systems using Active Directory Domain Controller. At the first, we want to know what's the purpose of Exchange. Exchange server stores email and other data in one or more central database. The centralization of the data storage allows network administrators to backup and control all of the data from one location. Here is the list of hardware requirements that needed for Exchange 2016, and note that all the number is a minimum for the sizes and much more is recommended. This is the operating system's requirement, and the software requirement will be shown while installation, which is the prerequisites. Uh, this is a simple design for Exchange Mail. This is the sender and receiver, and this is the workflow of email. Now let's go to the Moodle. Moodle purpose is to provide educator, administrators, and learners with a secure and integrated system to create personalized learning environments. Here is a list of system requirements for the Moodle, for the hardware and software. For the software, it needs PHP 7, and I choose this PHP 7 because I'm going to install Moodle version 3.3, which it's not supported by any other version except 7 PHP 7 or higher. And then I'm going to use my database with HighSQL because I will not need to install PHP my admin because my database has HighSQL and HighSQL works same as PHP my admin. This is a system designed for Moodle. Now let's start with the implementation phase. In order to understand how Exchange Mail we're going to implement, let's take an idea about how I'm going to implement it. I will use two virtual machines. One is server A, which it will be an Active Directory, and I already prepared it. The other virtual machine will be server B, and I will use it to install Exchange 2016. The server B has to be linked with the Active Directory, which is server A, by give it a DNS server, which is the IP address of server. In order to install Exchange, I will at the first we have to install Net Framework 4.5.2, and I choose this version because it's needed for Exchange 2016 version. Station is completed. Let's restart it. And now you have to run the Microsoft Unified Communication. An error has showed us that an installation requirement need to be able to install the Unified Communication. And to solve this problem, let's go to Add-ons and Feature to install the Media Foundation. Choose Media Foundation from the feature, then I click Next, Install, and then start your computer. And now I will again install the runtime. And now it's fine. Accept the license terms, installation. Now let's go to the server A, which is the domain controller. That's your email and password. And now I'm going to extend the schema. Going to the CMD. And back to server B. Extract the Exchange file. And from the Windows PowerShell, you have to run this command, and these all the prerequisites you need for installing Exchange. Click Enter, run, and you have to restart. You must restart this server to finish the installation process. Restart and be careful. This is the server B, and go to Setup. The Exchange Administrative Center. Write your domain and username, a datum and administrative center, and write the password, and here it is working. Now let's see how to implement Moodle Learning Management System. In order to install Moodle, go to Tools and Feature. The IIS is working. Now you have to install the PHP and do the configuration part. You may face a problem that PHP is not working, and in order to solve this problem, you have to install Microsoft Visual C++. And I downloaded my database and install it. Click on it, click next, and automatically this icon will appear, and this is same as PHP My Admin. If you may face a problem that this will not appear, and in order to solve this problem, you can install PHP My Admin and it will work with the same. I faced a problem that after installing PHP 5.6, the Moodle data will not work because Moodle 3.4 is not supported with PHP 5. And in order to solve this problem, you have to install PHP 7 and do all the configuration to the PHP 7. And I did. And now let's check Moodle if it's working or not. And it's working. Do the configuration of the Moodle. Choose Maria database. And here is another problem that said the database connection is failed. In order to solve this problem, you have to go to the PHP file and enable the PHP MySQL extension, and it will work. In order to solve this problem, all what you have to say is to enable the other extension for the PHP file, which are these, and now Moodle is working. Now let's start the features and demonstration of Moodle Learning Management System. Change the theme of the Moodle by going to Site Administration, Appearance, and click on Theme Selector. You can choose whatever color you want as a brand color. Also, I'm going to change the default theme to the older theme, which many people prefer it. Click on Theme Selector again, change theme, and this is the one I mean, and I'm going to use it. And this is how it's look like. Another feature is to add manage course and category. I'm going to add a category now. Create a new category, IT, and create category. This is the category. Now you can assign a different permission for the manager, course creator, and so on. Now let's add a new course. Let's call it System Administration, course short name. The category I will choose IT, and you can specify the start and end date. And here you can add files or pictures. You can force language and save and display. This is the course that I just created. You can enroll users in this course by going to enroll users, select the users you want, and this is the users I have now, and click on enroll users. As an administrator, you can customize this page and moving the calendar to the top and manage your website. Also, you can see the online users, which now is only the admin. Also, for the calendar, you can add new events, specify the event title, date, and time, and then save it. Another features also is useful is to install plugins. For example, theme. Click on install plugins, choose a file, and here you can choose from a file that I already installed, Theme Essential, from the Moodle website. And if you face a problem that you couldn't upload this file, all what you have to give a permission for the iUser for the theme folder. Now let's talk about the demonstration and features of Exchange Mail 2016. As a basic features that you can send and receive email to users, and let's check. I will send to Hajar, and you can include CC. Then also you can insert picture, add samples, and highlight some text. Also you can insert a link, and let's check Google. Okay, and it shows here that the URL is inserted. Click send, and I received the email because I sent it to myself as well, and here it is. Now let's see if Hajar received the email or not. And yes, she's received this email from Zainab. Another feature is the calendar. In the calendar, you can add an event and give it a title, add location, and specify the time, and then click save. Then the Exchange will take care of remind you about this meeting. Another feature is that you can change the theme and choose whatever you want. As you can see here, it's remind me before 15 minutes of the meeting. Also, you can add a block or allow users by adding this user here. Another feature is email signatures. I will write Zainab Al Haiki and I will choose automatically include my signature on message. You will see that whenever you click a new message and automatically it will be shows here, as you can see. Also, I am going to check if attachment can be here sent and downloaded or not. I will include test, I will click send, and I receive the email because I sent it to myself as well, and I will click download, and here it shows that you can save it and download it. Another feature that you can, as an administrator, you can set the user's account and set up whatever you want, and this feature can be done in terms of user, and administrator can do it to other user. Let's check that administrator setting an automatic reply message for a specific user. I will say sorry, I'm busy right now, and I will choose send reply during this time, but I only specified 1 day, and click save. Now I will send an email to both users, and I have to see a reply message from Hajar that she's busy right now. Sent, and automatically I receive this email that sorry, I'm busy right now. Now let's go to most important part, which is integration between Exchange and Moodle. My integration will going to be a link between Exchange and Moodle using Active Directory Domain Controller, and if you change the password or reset the password from Active Directory Domain Controller, and automatically it will be change in the Moodle and Exchange mail. As you can see here that I already created a user Hajar, and automatically it will be shown in the Active Directory of the server B, which is Exchange server. Also, it will be shown in the Active Directory Domain Controller, which is server A. Now you can see that the length of the password of Hajar is that much, and after the reset it will be changed, because all what you can see is the length of the inbox, and it's working. Now in the Moodle read the users from the Active Directory, and this is the Hajar user, and you can see that I can log in with the same length of the password in Exchange, and here it is. Now let's start the configuration to do the link between Moodle and Active Directory. Going to Site Administration, Plugins, Authentication, Manage Authentication, and you have to enable LDAP server, and here choose an authentication method for the Hajar LDAP server also. Now this is the configuration. The host URL you have to write LDAP adatum.com version 3. LDAP encoding, keep it as a default, ULTF-8, page size as a default, and the distinguish name here, you can take it from the users, choose Hajar attribute editor, and copy this link to the distinguish name, and I paste it here. Then the password is same, and here in the context you have to write OU user dc adatum and domaincontroller.com, and keep the other as a default and save changes. Change has been saved. You may face a problem that you couldn't enable LDAP, and all what you have to do is to go to the PHP and enable LDAP extension. Now let's check if the integration is working or not by going to the Active Directory, which is server A, and reset the password. Going to right click, reset password, and give it a new password. As you can see, the length has been changed now, and because I write password, complex password. User must change password. I think I will choose no. The password for header has been changed. Now let's check if it's working or not. Here, the password is password. And yes, it's working. This is the page, and the final step is to check if the password changed in Moodle or not. Log out from the admin and log in to how to use it. The password is password. And yes, it's working.